Okay. We're live everywhere except. All right, we're good. We did it. We are now live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So wherever you prefer, join us. Join us for the stream because it's fun. Okay, so tonight is going to be a quick one. Got a feature that I want to knock out. So we're going to see how quickly we can do it. We have should have an issue lined up for this. Yes. In progress. Okay. So we are referencing, a milestone issue here, number 100. What has been going on here? We are at issue 100 already. My goodness gracious. Okay, let's get Claude running. Make sure context 7 is running. Okay, good. All right. So now let's go to plan mode. I want to work on issue number 100. Build a plan for how we can address that need. Remember, we want as simple a solution as possible that aligns with Claude.md. Use context 7. That's right. Use context 7 for any documentation help. Think harder on this. Okay. So the issue we have at hand is that right now when you create a location in the app, am I running? Yeah, I'm running. When you create a location in the app, you have the capability to add amenities. So those are things that that location has. The problem is you have to add those one at a time. And so I found over the weekend while I was testing this out in the wild, it really sucked when I quickly saw, oh yeah, okay, we've got food service, picnic tables, covered area, parking, restrooms, check. We have all that stuff. I then had to click a million times to make that happen. So the goal is, because the value of our data is the value of our app. So I need to make it as simple as possible for our users to add data, because we are taking the often criticized stance. We are taking the often criticized stance of user-generated content only. That means there's hurdles. People don't come in and the app's populated, ready to go. But the way I want to build the app, I only want the data that's in there. I want that to be the data that matters. Otherwise, we end up with a bunch of noise and it'll be hard to sort through that. So taking a chance, betting on the value of the app being enough for people to get in there. Also, I want to gamify things. I think that'll help out. I think that'll encourage some usage. Okay. Let's see here. We got a plan. Multi-select modal. Okay. I'm actually okay if we insert it one at a time. 7. Think hard. Okay. What? Do I think I could cook up a program powered by AI to solve the password game? You're going to have to educate me on what the password game is. I can make some assumptions there, Mr. Spencer. What is the password game? Yeah, what do you mean? Educate this old man, Mr. Chalky, if you don't mind. Oh, no. All right, the password game. Choose a password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. The digits in your password must add up to 25. I was at 10, 15, 30. So 9, 1. Oops. 9, 1, 8, 7. Password must include a month of the year. Dear Lord. No, that's okay. That's okay. So the problem is that you find these. So based on my one time playing the game, you have this emerging set of rules that you don't know about. Is that correct? Because that's the hard part, is that like you don't know if it works until it works. All right, let's see what Claude's doing. Okay, Claude's still doing this thing. There we go. I mean, everything's easier, of course, when when you know the rules to start, but okay. Yep, get rid of that. Okay. I like this. I like this plan. Okay, let's do it. Go, Claude. Yeah, I think it could work. I think it would work. How would I solve the problem? Number one, you have to have this rule parsing engine. What? Is there a limit on the length? I guess I haven't run into that rule. Yeah, I think you would do good enough. You think it ends at rule 51? Oh, dear Lord. That is. Well, why are we doing PNPM? We use NPM. here, Chief? Is that the right? That's not the right. Yeah, just come on, Shad. What are you doing? Use context 7 to see how to install components for Shad CN UI. The docs just say to use, what's it say? NPX. Come on, man. Come on, Claude. There you go. Use context 7. How about that? Son of a biscuit. Life is so much better when you use context 7 like you're supposed to. Look at that. You got everything you needed. You didn't even have to ask or do anything silly. What's your problem? So we're saying that's 51. So is it 51 rules every time? Roman numerals should multiply to 35. So if we go V, I, and V. Oh. Like a CAPTCHA. Yes, the Swenson shirt. I buy most of my wardrobe from Homage. So if you see me wearing a t-shirt, it is likely from here. Yeah. So yeah, a significant portion of my wardrobe is acquired from Homage. So much so that I'm like an affiliate with them. So if you ever need a discount to buy shirts, let me know because I likely have a discount code. Yeah, it's bad, quite bad. It's a problem. All right, Claude's doing this thing. All right, so we are 13 minutes into the stream. We have our plan cooked up. We had a little bit of an issue where Claude got off the rails with how it wanted to install a component, which is done a million times. So I don't know why it decided to do it differently this time, but it did. We got back on the rails, and now we're doing what we should be doing. This should be a simple lift. It's just a UI refactor. We don't really have to do anything server side. So this should be cut and dry. Is that NZ? NZ capital Z? Is that a 2? Get a new one. X3 FWF. It must include today's Wordle answer. All right. Yeah, that's not cool, man. Whoa, what the heck is going on here? Don't we have we don't have the form component? I find that hard to believe. I think you're off your rocker here, buddy. No. Okay, that's weird. I stand corrected. I don't know what happened to that. All right, so it's going to declare victory here shortly. Look at that. Senor Chalky. 3 months in a row? That doesn't even make sense. Thank you, Becca. That's what Amazon Prime's for. How is Becca doing? We have, is it the same race car driver that's still at the top of her list? Because, you know, I'm not far from Charlotte. In fact, a buddy I work with now knows many of the drivers because he's done a lot of work with a lot of the racing companies there. Better not root for Chase. I don't even know who Chase is. So she's probably safe. All right, let's see what we got here. How'd you do, Claude? The moment of truth. Chase Elliott, is that Becca's favorite or least favorite? I just don't want to upset the Becca. I mean, that's really my. Whoa. Okay. That is giant. That is not quick. That is not easy. Chase Elliott, huh? Okay. Let me see this guy. Images. He's a squirrely little fella, Becca. What the heck? I gotta find some stats on this guy. He does not look 6'1". I misspoke about Mr. Becca. I apologize. Let's see. Who do I know? Lincoln's favorite. Who is Lincoln's favorite? Lincoln's favorite is the Kroger driver because he likes Kroger. It didn't used to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Who's the somebody else? Was it Ricky Stenhouse Jr.? I don't remember who that was. It was somebody that had an interesting name. I don't know. Lincoln would know. I only know like the Jordan brand guys. That's all I know. Okay, so we got to refactor this UI here. We got to build a plan. Okay. Need to refactor the UI. The current approach takes up way too much space and forces the user to scroll in the modal. We need a tighter layout that maintains appropriate touch sizes for phones. Build a plan to address this. Use context 7 for and align with Claude.md. We're going to ultra think on this. Yeah. I've got a couple I've got a other couple of ideas that I want to use for this to validate some of my testing, or to validate my AI skills, but this is an interesting one. What is today's Wordle answer? Can I just grab the answer? Okay. So we could do that. We could come here and we could just steal the answer. A 2-letter symbol from the periodic table. What? I was fine with this game. Well, we can just use this URL. What is today's Wordle answer? And I'm assuming it's got some sort of, to find a way. All right, what do you got here? Waste vertical space for scrolling. Yep. Layout not optimized. Too much spacing. I don't care about modal size. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, give it a shot here, Claude. Let's see what you got. I wonder if, no, it won't know. Is that RJ? You guys are big into your 3-letter usernames. I'm assuming that's Becca. New follower. Well, thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry for the cheap shots I took at your boy Chase. He does look a little squirrely, though. I can't even define what squirrely means. But he's got that squirrely look. Well, you told him to subscribe, so I think it's only fair that you follow. That's reasonable. Also, I am doing a reconnaissance mission to Orlando in a couple weeks with the 3 kiddos to celebrate my 50th birthday. So if there's any specific research you need to be done, let me know and we'll do it. because your family's getting old. This old man's 50. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at this again. $29. Holy crap. I thought it was bad me being almost 50. You're 29? Dear Lord. What is this world coming to? Okay. I don't like this. Modal should not be that big. Can we do, what can we do? We can, I have some ideas. No. So what is that? A combo box? Combo box. We do a multi-select. Yeah. What to do, what to do, what to do. Okay. We'll go back. Okay. That modal is too tall. We should never have a modal taller than the screen. We need to adjust that. Use context 7 to determine proper sizing of modal. Can we do a multi select combo box or another approach besides check boxes? Like a list to move from left to right or something like that. Make sure your plan aligns with Claude.md. Think harder. You think it would give me more viewership? So you think my viewership would increase? It would go, I don't know how my viewership would increase. Would it be just because I'm focusing on the password and trying to solve that game? And you don't need to give subs. Spend your money elsewhere. I can give it a shot. That'll be a thing that I'll do. When can I do that? Maybe that's a weekend thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. I wonder if I can just have it inspect the code of the page. It can't be that dumb. No. Current phase of the moon. I don't even know what the current phase of the moon is. And is the current phase of the moon different in each? Like, it's got to be. Is it different in Asia? I guess it doesn't matter. Waning. There. Wait, oh, wait, I gotta be the right thing. There. Oh, come on. We gotta play freaking GeoGuessr now? Don't start with me, Spencer. You tell me I've got 27 more rules to figure out, 37 more rules to figure out. This is preposterous. What am I supposed to figure out? What is that? I don't know. The Netherlands. That's the fun part. Spencer, my friend. All right, what do we have here? All right, so we're going with that classic. Transfer list pattern. Okay. Multi-select combo box command component. What? Oh, shit. I think I want to try the command component, even though it's throwing a suggestion to do something else. 8 dropdowns is no good. Yeah, I don't want to do 37. About the closest, let's see. The League of Legends version of Wordle. Oh, we start with Swain. Resource, man. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible at this. This is not good. There's no way I'm going to get this right in with any. I'm just guessing now. Getting worse. Can't be Jace. I don't know all the other regions. Joshua would be so disappointed in me. Not that that would be a first. Okay. Yeah, I like that because then we can search for amenities. I like this. I feel good about this. We'll see how wacky it is. Wow. Shots fired. All right, so it's got to be a jungle. Male jungle. Hmm. What's his name? With the shotgun. I've played him. This is terrible. List of champions. Graves, look at you. Nice work. Victory. Quotes. It's got to be Ash. Yeah. Take that, Spencer. Nailed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what that... What did we just do? No. Shit, I don't know. Don't start, Spencer. Don't start with me, buddy. I will spend a stream trying to solve this ridiculous password game. There's going to be some interesting challenges for sure. Oh, look at you, Claude, with your like, now I'll completely rewrite. Look, yeah, that's your job. Do your job, Claude. No, I don't want you. I don't know. Those aren't Draven's crazy swords. What? Who? Ezreal? Who else has things like that? What would Chase Elliott do? That's really the question. Name clue. Formless blade, that doesn't help me. All right. Go back to Spencer's silly game. Not Italy. Netherlands. Who else has water like that? Greece. We'll go with Greece. I mean, I guess you could just spam countries until you get it right. Just absolute brute force the problem. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I wouldn't even try and get smart. I would just spam countries. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. So if this is probably where I should be using a UI AI tool. Something like Lovable or something. It's probably the way to go. Okay. I like this. So it's got, yeah. Oh boy. Playground, Wi-Fi, covered area, parking. Good enough. Uh-oh. I don't. We got a little bit of a user experience problem there. So if we hit that. Okay. It's not great. And it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't handle the resizing well. That breaks stuff. All right. Let's just see what's going on here. Let's give it all this. No, let's continue with GitHub. Oh no, I broke it. Skip. Ooh. It made a noise. Well, that's nice. I don't know that this is currently designed to live in a modal dialog. Okay. All right. Let's see what Lovable can do. Oh, I should have told it what components to use. All right, so Spencer, I have no idea where this is. Just guessing now. I don't like guessing. What is this? What could this be? Who knows? Who in chat knows where this is? That's what I want to know. It says we have 6 people on YouTube watching. So it's time to step up, my friends. We got a problem to solve. We need your help. We got to know who this is. Let's see what we have going on in Twitch. Let's see what Twitch land is like. We got two in Twitch. I don't think any in Kick. It's my first stream on Kick. So we don't have anything there yet. But I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, YouTube. Got the largest numbers over there. So step up your game. We need to know where this is. What country is this? I just don't know. Wait, what is this thing? Those are switches. I don't know what that is. Can we tell by the plugs? No, we can't. All right, Lovable, what you got going on there? You're still doing your thing. Okay, we're going to have a demo page here. Yeah, YouTube, this is your chance to shine here. We got a difficult problem here. Who knows where this is? Could it be in the Caribbean somewhere? That's my next guess. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. 85% fewer clicks. Bold statement from Lovable. Oh, look at this. Did a pretty good job. Holy crap, that is massive. Got 0.4 free credits remaining. I don't think we're going to get anywhere. Need to be very compact. You're going to come back and tell me, sorry, Charlie, you've consumed all of your free credits for the day. I can tell you use Claude in some flavor since your response is you're absolutely right, because every time I say something to Claude, it comes back and says you're absolutely right. And if you knew I was right the first time, then why did you wait for me to tell you something before you said I was right? All right, here we go. A refactor. And again, YouTube. Where is this? What country is this? No, no one knows. We're going to say I just don't know. I have no idea how to solve that problem. Can I skip this? I would like to skip. I would like a pass. I'd like to skip rule number 14 and move on to rule number 15 so that I know what my next problems are. We can solve this one later. I'd like a skip button, please. Oh, shit. Look at that. Okay, that's good. That's the way to go. Lovable does the trick. Can I give this? Can I take this screenshot, give it to Claude Code, and say, make it like this? Make it look like this screenshot. I can't give it a screenshot. What's going on here? On Mac, use Control V to paste a screenshot on your clipboard. I tried that. Okay, it's there. Make it look like this screenshot. That will scale nicely. Make sure it follows our patterns and practices in Claude Code and Claude.md. Okay, so let's work. All right, in the meantime, YouTube, you are steady at 6 viewers. Steady at 6 viewers. Yet nobody has stepped up to the plate with any suggestions on what country this is. I've tried. Let's see. What else? Let me just get a freaking map here. List of European countries. I'll just spam it. Did I do Italy? Malta. See, with AI, this is totally the way to go. This is what I would do. Just brute force it. Let me see what we got going on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need, okay. We need to force the use of colors in this screenshot. This screenshot. We must stick with our theming and use only the shad CN components available to us. Update this plan. Okay. Yeah. If AI was doing this, I would just have it spam countries. We'd be done. We'd be done by now. But I'm not going to brute force it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Updated plan. Okay, make it so. Make it so, Claude. Do your thing. And I wish I knew where this was. Trying to think of countries by water. I just don't know. I blame you, Spencer. If you're still here, I'm putting all of this on you. This is 100% your fault. Okay. So we tried to refactor the UI. The mistake that I made in trying to refactor the UI was I was asking Claude Code to refactor the UI. And that's not its specialty. Surprise, surprise, when I jumped to something like Lovable and gave Lovable, which is meant to be a UI AI tool, it came back with a much better plan. Now I've given that plan directly to Claude Code and we should knock it out. So I ended up wasting about 40 minutes when it didn't need to because I was using the wrong tool for the job. When I decided to use the right tool for the job, look at that, problem solved. So yeah, lesson learned. Don't make that mistake. What else? What else is on my list of discussion topics? The next step is live streaming on TikTok. I've got pretty good growth on TikTok. Be interesting to see what that streaming experience is like. Okay. So you're going to declare victory here. I know it. Croatia. All right, we're going with it. I like it. I like it. I don't know why, but we're going with it. What? Alexi, how did you know that? You're a freaking wizard. Look at YouTube. YouTube steps up. Making Twitch and Kick look bad. Way to go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Because I've got a C in there, that means it's... How does that work? Can I make it lowercase? Okay. Password must include a leap year. This is driving me crazy. Oh, come on. Give me a freaking chessboard. The best move. I need that female chess player I follow on Twitch to give me the answer here. All right, well, while we're doing that, we're gonna take a look at this. Oops. And I'm a little worried about the test. We didn't add any tests, so we gotta make sure. Any tests we have to get added. All right, so let's reload. Let me go to a different one because we're gonna have to make sure we can edit. Whoa, no, we don't have that. Just three. Just three. Relax there, people. I don't want them grouped. The grouping is a problem. Oh my gosh. All right, Alexi, for the win. You nailed it. Best move. I don't know what that best move is. Alexi, you're on. If you get this right, hold on. Let me test this real quick. Oh, that's so much better. Yes. Good. Perfect. Okay, so if we were to remove playground. So in theory, we go back here. Playground's there. Yes. Okay. Cool. Not bad. Okay, Alexi, back to you, because we have to honor this. So you're saying RG4 G4 to G8. I don't think that's the right move. Is it? Or you're going to have to give me some better. I don't know chess lingo well enough. Let me put what you put in there into. Rook. Okay. So then this is when did my son just get home? So you're saying G8. Illegal move. Algebraic chess notation. Joshua, we need your help.
With what?
Well, Spencer pointed to me at this password game, and I'm not happy with him about that. So we're trying to solve this password game, and Alexi, who already nailed the GeoGuessr that this is Croatia, we
Yeah, so how do you tell that's Croatia?
you got to ask Alexi, man. Alexi's the wizard right now. He's the one with all the answers. So Alexi's telling me Rook G4 to G8 is the answer. So I'm trying to. So this algebraic chess notation. So he's saying this dude at G4 should go to G8. I don't see how that's the best move, because you're screwed either way, right? Because your king can kill you, and
No,
the other rook can kill you, right?
I think it's a smothered mate, because if it goes here, so if it goes there,
Yeah.
then the king can't take it because
Because this guy,
because that's on the G file,
right?
So then that has to take it. It's
Right.
forced to take it,
And then this takes
and
it.
then the king gets stuck.
Well, but doesn't the king take?
So you can
doesn't
move
it take
the
your
knight
second rook?
here,
Okay.
and it's stuck, because it can't move there.
All right. So we're
Should be fine.
we're saying so. Okay, but we need this algebraic notation. We're saying G8.
So you don't know the chess.
No, yeah. So if I put in G8, it's saying that's it says it's an illegal move.
Because that's saying a pawn. It has to be RG8. I forget.
He's saying it's R. He's saying G8 plus is the.
Yeah. I think.
No, well, that's still an illegal move.
Rook to G4. Wait.
Rook
G4.
G4 to G8.
Yeah, put that in. Copy and paste that.
Alexi's gonna be so mad at me. and be like, dude, I gave it to you. Yeah, it only wants this 2 character
Naming the pieces.
R. Yeah, naming it was R.
So
RG8.
capital R.
Yeah, so it should be RG8. Oop.
Capital G. No?
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid move.
Okay.
Or maybe it doesn't
Okay,
consider
but
it.
don't you need? Oh, the bet. It's not the best move.
Well, it says it's invalid notation. Well, the question is, does it consider capital G not valid notation?
Oh.
Because if you look, which I think that's what it's, if we look here, R N NC6,
Okay,
yeah. Notation for moves.
Captures? No. Try RG8 plus with the capital.
Oh, what's the plus mean? I mean, I know he's got it in there, but I don't know what the plus means. Daggone it, Alexi's so mad at me right now. Okay.
That's meaning check.
Alexi's so mad at me right now.
So are we waiting?
For
Needed by
now.
wisdom.
Yeah. According to Spencer, there's 51 rules in every. So Spencer asked me if I could build AI to solve this.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you just have to, yeah.
Well, then what's the point?
You have to have atomic numbers that add up to 200. All right, I got to go back. I got to get my freaking app working here.
Atomic.
Spencer, this is your fault. Okay.
991. Hydrogen and whatever 99.
But then there's all these other rules. Spencer, I'm putting this on you, buddy. Okay, we're going to get this done. Here. Create a branch and PR for this work so we can get it reviewed. Alexi, I apologize for you. I'm sorry. I failed you multiple times. You gave me the answer. And I stumbled and fumbled. Make sure there's tests. Before we commit, let's check the changes against Claude.md to see if there are any missing tests. Make sure any tests we add align with Claude.md. Carter. Yeah, we'll go to plan mode. Yeah, Alexi. I failed you. That's all I know. YouTube, I appreciate you. I challenged you with the GeoGuessr of what country this is. Alexi crushed it. Then I challenged you again with this chess problem. Again, Alexi crushed it. So Alexi is winning right now. All right, here we go. What tests are we adding here? Schema tests. Yes. Service tests. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right, we're good. Yeah. YouTube winning right now. Man, I'm an hour and 20 minutes in. This was meant to be a quick refactor, and it's not. All right, so while we wait, atomic numbers, dear Lord. I don't even know what my current atomic numbers are. NA, let's see, 11. Is it counting I twice? I'm going to be way over 200. Bulgarian engineer on Kick. Number one, thanks for being my first real Kick user. First and foremost, thank you. Appreciate that. Or you're at least my first commenter. So I will explain what I'm doing. Number one, I don't believe vibe coding is a real strategy. It's fantastic for a POC. What I'm working on is I run a consulting business and I get a ton of customers that are asking me, what should we do with AI? Should we go all in? What tools should we use? So my goal, my plan is I'm building an app using AI exclusively. So I force myself to learn the ins and outs and understand what works, what doesn't work, so that I can provide my customer base with real practice knowledge of saying, hey, I've done this. It sucks. It's horrible. But if you do it like this, it's much better and this can work. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Not trying to say that vibe coding is the answer for everything, because it's not. There's areas where it's good, but I am forcing myself to use it exclusively as a crash course so that I have no choice but to learn what works and what doesn't. So it's a little bit painful. It's not how I would go and solve the problem, but that's what I'm attempting to do here. So, yep. So I understand the question. I understand where you're coming from, but I have no desire to go and figure that out. Yeah. Sorry, Ronan. I'm not going to pay for viewers. I already did that once. But biggest thing for me is the content that it creates. So yeah, Bulgarian engineer, I get it, man. Oh no. My camera turned off. Where'd my camera go? down there. We're back up here. Been having issues with my camera lately. And we're back. We now have our camera. Yeah, so again, I am not here to proclaim that vibe coding is the way. It's not. But what I won't do is I won't tell people to use it or not use it without actually having used it. So, because there's a lot of people out there that have strong opinions that haven't tried it. It's like a food, right? It's hard to say you don't like a food or you don't think a food is good until you've actually eaten it. It can be scary to eat that food. I've been to Malaysia. I've had that durian, the king fruit. Whew, that was scary. I've done that. So trust me, I know the fear of trying foods. This is similar. You gotta give it a shot. No, you can do it here. You're almost there, Claude. Okay, cool. Well, my friends. I do wonder about the validity of AI generated unit tests. The reason I say that is I've had to pay close attention to Claude's unit tests because there's many times, in fact, earlier tonight, there was a situation where Claude just decided, I can't get these tests to pass. We're just going to mark them as skipped. Other times it does, and this happens with human developers too, right? I've had human developers where we're trying to get to a specific coverage number. So there's tests that don't really test anything, but it makes the coverage numbers look good. So it's doing the same thing that humans do. So maybe unit testing isn't the problem there. Yeah, it's interesting. unit to unit test or not in the AI world? That's a big question. I'm going to have to see what I can figure out to cross that bridge. Get an answer. I gotta get to a definitive answer. Because that's what my customers pay me for. Okay. I am going to wrap up the stream tonight. So, number one, I appreciate everybody being here. YouTube, you crushed it tonight, especially in the password game. Alexi is the GOAT right now. So, tomorrow we'll see who can step up and dethrone Alexi. Thanks all for coming in, the chat, the questions, everything that's involved with that. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care.